Did you know that there isn't just one way to play blackjack? Today, we're breaking down the most popular blackjack variations and how they affect your chances of winning. Let's dive in. This is the version most people are familiar with. It's the foundation for all other blackjack games. Basic rules. Played with 1 to 8 decks. Dealer must hit on soft 17 in some games or stand in others. Blackjack pays 3-2, which is important for keeping the house edge low. Players can double down on their first 2 cards. Splitting is allowed, and some games allow resplitting aces. Surrender is sometimes available. House edge. Around 0.5% with perfect basic strategy, making it one of the best casino games for players. This is the most common blackjack version found in Europe, and it has a few key differences from classic blackjack. The dealer doesn't check for blackjack until after all players have played their hands. Only 2 decks are used, which can be good for card counters. No doubling after splitting, which makes it harder to win. No surrender option in most games. The house edge, slightly higher than classic blackjack, around 0.6 to 0.7%. Best for players who want a more skill-based game with fewer decks. Atlantic City Blackjack. As the name suggests, this version is common in AC casinos. It's a player-friendly variant. Key differences. Played with 8 decks. Dealer must stand on soft 17, which helps the player. Late surrender is available. Players can double down on any 2 cards. Resplitting up to 3 times is allowed. House edge, around 0.35%, making it one of the best blackjack versions if you play correctly. Best for players looking for lower house edge and more strategic options. Spanish 21. This is where things get interesting. Spanish 21 is a fun variation with more bonus payouts, but there's a catch. The game uses a Spanish deck, meaning all 10 value cards are removed. In return, there are bonus payouts for certain hands, like a 5-card 21 or 6, 7, 8. Players can double down at any time, even after hitting. Surrender is available, even after doubling down. Dealer must hit on soft 17. House edge, around 0.4 to 0.8%, depending on the specific rules. This is best for players who enjoy bonus payouts and aggressive strategies. Vegas Strip Blackjack. If you're playing blackjack in Las Vegas, chances are you'll come across this variation. Key differences. Uses 4 decks instead of 6 or 8. Dealers must stand on soft 17. Doubling down after splitting is allowed. You can split up to 3 times. No surrender in most versions. The house edge? Around 0.36%, making it one of the better options in Vegas. Best for players who want a mix of good rules and lower decks. Double Exposure Blackjack. This is one of the most unique variations out there, because the dealer's 2 cards are dealt face up. Sounds amazing, right? Well, there's a catch. Key differences. Dealer's cards are both visible, giving you a huge advantage. But blackjacks only pay even money, 1 to 1 instead of 3 to 2. If there's a tie, the dealer wins unless you have blackjack, and you can't surrender. The house edge is about 0.7 to 1%, depending on the rules. Best for players who love a mind game and want to adjust their strategy based on full dealer information. Free Bet Blackjack. Want to double down or split without spending extra chips? Free Bet Blackjack lets you do just that, but there's a twist. Key differences. Doubling down and splitting is free for certain hands. But if the dealer gets 22, all non-blackjack hands push instead of winning. Uses 6 decks, and dealers hit on soft 17. The house edge is around 1% higher than standard blackjack because of the dealer's 22 push rule. Best for casual players who want more action without spending extra money. Blackjack Switch. Ever wish you could swap cards between 2 hands? That's exactly what Blackjack Switch allows. Key differences. Players are dealt 2 hands and you can switch the second card between them. Blackjack only pays even money. Dealer's 22 is a push, and it uses 6 to 8 decks. House edge is around 0.6% if played correctly. Best for players who like a more strategic, interactive game. So which version should you play? Here's a quick comparison. Best for a low house edge. Classic Blackjack, AC Blackjack, Vegas Strip Blackjack. Best for strategy lovers, Spanish 21 and Blackjack Switch. Best for casual players, Free Bet Blackjack, Double Exposure Blackjack. And best for Europe, European Blackjack. If your goal is to win more and keep the house edge low, stick with Classic Blackjack or AC Blackjack. But if you want a more exciting, fast-paced experience, try games like Spanish 21 or Free Bet Blackjack. Let's sum it up. Blackjack has many different variations, each with its own rules and strategies. Classic Blackjack is the best option for the lowest house edge. Spanish 21, Double Exposure, and Free Bet Blackjack offer unique twists but come with trade-offs. Know the rules before you play. Small rule changes can impact your strategy and odds. So next time you sit down at a blackjack table, make sure you're choosing the game that gives you the best shot at winning. What's your favorite type of blackjack? Have you tried any of these variations? Let me know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more blackjack strategies and tips.